Hello, good morning. So, in the today's period, we will discuss about the another multivibrator, that is monostable multivibrator. मागच्या दोन पिरियडमध्ये आपण मल्टीव्हायब्रेटर म्हणजे काय आणि अस्टेबल मल्टीव्हायब्रेटर याची डेफिनेशन, त्याचं वर्किंग आणि वेवफॉर्म पण बघितला होता. In the last two periods, we have discussed about the definition of multivibrators. What are multivibrators, how they are working, and the types of multivibrator we have seen. In that we have studied the unstable multivibrator. In the unstable multivibrator, it is also known as a free running relaxation oscillator. And unstable means it don't have any stable state, but it is having only two quasi-stable or half-stable states between which it keeps oscillating continuously of its own record without any external excitation. So that is known as the unstable multivibrator. In that we have just studied the working of that unstable multivibrator and the waveform also. Now we are just going to study with the monostable multivibrator. Now monostable multivibrator, it is also called a single shot or single swing or a one shot multivibrator. हे जे मोनोस्टेबल आहे याच्यामध्ये फक्त एक ॲब्सोल्युटली स्टेबल, मोनो मीन्स वन, सो इट हॅज ओनली वन ॲब्सोल्युटली स्टेबल स्टेट अँड वन क्वासी स्टेबल स्टेट. सो याला दुसरे दोन तीन नावं आहेत. एक तर दुसरं नाव सिंगल शॉट किंवा सिंगल स्विंग किंवा वन शॉट मल्टीव्हायब्रेटर. So monostable multivibrator, it is having only one absolutely stable standby state and one quasi-stable state. This type of multivibrator is also known as the single shot or single swing or one shot multivibrator. Now it can be switched to the quasi-stable state by an external trigger pulse when it returns to the stable condition after a time delay determined by the value of circuit components. It supplies a single output pulse of a desired duration for every input trigger pulse. It has one energy storing element, that is one capacitor. Okay. So for triggering of the, if we want to change the state of the multivibrator from quasi stable or from stable state to quasi stable, we have to just supply the external pulse, trigger pulse. आणि जर आपल्याला स्टेबल स्टेटकडून मल्टीव्हायब्रेटरला क्वासी स्टेबल स्टेटमध्ये चेंज करायचं असेल, त्याची स्टेट जर चेंज करायची असेल, तो वी हॅव टू अप्लाय अन एक्सटर्नल ट्रिगर पल्स. ओके. सो दिस इज द डायग्राम ऑफ द monostable multivibrator is shown here. A typical monostable multivibrator, shortly it is known as MMV, monostable multivibrator. So a typical MMV circuit is shown in the figure. Here Q1, transistor Q1 is coupled to the Q2 base in an unstable multivibrator, but the other coupling is different. In this multivibrator, single narrow input trigger pulse produces a single rectangular pulse whose amplitude, pulse width and the wave shape depend on the values of the circuit components rather than upon the trigger pulse. Okay. याच्यामध्ये दाखवलं आहे की हा जो डायग्राम दाखवला आहे याच्यामध्ये Q1 इज कपल टू द Q2 बेस. म्हणजे जसं आपण बघितलं होतं अस्टेबल मल्टीव्हायब्रेटरमध्ये, त्याप्रमाणे इथे Q1 हा कपल केलेला कुठं, Q2च्या बेसला. पण दुसरी जी कपलिंग आहे, सो दॅट विल बी डिफरंट वन. ओके. आणि या मल्टीव्हायब्रेटरमध्ये सिंगल नॅरो इनपुट ट्रिगर पल्स प्रोड्युसेस a single rectangular pulse whose amplitude, pulse width and wave shape depends on the values of the circuit components rather than upon the trigger pulse. Okay. Now the initial condition जी काय असते बघू आपण. Okay. So in the absence of triggering pulse at C2 and with switch S is closed, आता वरचं switch S आहे. आता त्याच्यामध्ये बघा हे जे पहिलं आहे Q1 is coupled to the Q2, बरोबर आहे. हे कसं आहे, ही कपलिंग कशी, जशी आपण याच्यामध्ये बघितली होती कशामध्ये, अस्टेबल मल्टीव्हायब्रेटरमध्ये, त्याचप्रमाणे. पण Q2 इज कपल टू द Q1 इज डिफरंट वन. ओके. आणि याच्यामध्ये फक्त आपण एकच कॅपॅसिटर वापरतो. अस्टेबलमध्ये वी आर युजिंग टू कॅपॅसिटर्स. सो इन द absence of triggering pulse, here at the C2 we are applying the triggering pulse as shown here. So this is the दिस इज ही ट्रिगरिंग पल्स इथं आपण वापरतोय. वी आर अप्लाइंग द ट्रिगरिंग पल्स ॲट दिस पॉईंट. ओके. तर याच्यामध्ये हा जो ट्रान्झिस्टर Q1 आहे, सो दॅट विल बी कनेक्टेड टू द Q2 बेस ॲज म्हणजे ज्याप्रमाणे आपण अस्टेबल मल्टी व्हायब्रेटरमध्ये बघितलं होतं त्याचप्रमाणे ते कनेक्शन केलेले आहेत. बट इन केस ऑफ Q2 जो कपल केलेला आहे, Q2 इज कपल टू द Q1 इन डिफरंट वे. So there is the only difference here. Now in the absence of the triggering pulse at C2 and with S closed, हे जे S आहे, this switch will be, this is the switch, this is the switch S. When switch S is closed, and the triggering pulse, we are not given any triggering pulse here. So when the switch S is closed and in the absence of triggering pulse at C2, so the condition we have to study, the VCC provides reverse bias for collector base junction of Q1. So in the absence of the triggering pulse at the C2 and when the switch S is closed, VCC produces reverse bias for collector base junctions of Q1 and Q2, but forward bias for emitter base junction of Q2 only. Hence Q1 conducts at saturation. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण ट्रिगरिंग पल्स दिलेलं नाही आहे आणि स्विच आपण एस क्लोज केलेलं आहे, त्यावेळेस VCC जे आहे इट विल प्रोव्हाइड द रिव्हर्स बायस फॉर द कलेक्टर बेस जंक्शन ऑफ Q1 अँड Q2. म्हणजे Q1 आणि Q2 जे कलेक्टर बेस CB जंक्शन आहे त्यासाठी ते रिव्हर्स बायस कनेक्शन होतं. आणि फॉरवर्ड बायस हे कसं, Q2चं जे इमिटर बेस जंक्शन आहे EB जंक्शन, दॅट विल बी फॉरवर्ड बायस. So VCC provide forward bias for the emitter base junction of the Q2 only. So therefore Q2 will conduct and it will go into the saturation. Okay. Then VBB and the R3 reverse biases Q1 and keep it cut off. VBB जे आहे, so what will happen to that? So it will minus VB it was shown here. This is the minus VBB shown here. So and R3. So it will reverse bias Q1 and keep it cut off. Then third condition is C1 charges to nearly VCC through RL1. C1 charges to nearly VCC through RL1 to ground by the low resistance path provided by the saturated Q2. As seen, the initial stable state is represented by the initial stable state is, so that will be given by what? First, Q2 conducting in saturation, Q1 cut off. This is the initial stable state. Q2 will be conducting and it is in the saturation mode and the Q1 is in the cutoff mode. So all these initial conditions are when we are not applied the triggering pulse. म्हणजे या सगळे 2-3 जे ऑब्झर्वेशन हे कसे आहेत, त्यावेळेस आपण ट्रिगरिंग पल्स C2 ला अप्लाय केलेलं नाही आहे आणि स्विच एस इज क्लोज केलेलं आपण. सो दीज आर ऑल द ऑब्झर्वेशन्स वी हॅव टेकन. So now we have to apply the trigger pulse. Now before applying the trigger pulse, we know that the initial state will be given as Q2 will be conducting. Q2 will be conducting in the saturation mode and Q1 will be in the cutoff mode. Now, so what happens when trigger pulse is given? Okay. So when a trigger pulse is applied, to Q1 through C2, so we are applying the triggering pulse at the C2. So when a trigger pulse is applied to Q1 through C2, monostable multivibrator will switch to its opposite unstable state where Q2 is cut off and Q1 conducts at saturation. The chain of circuit action is under. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण ट्रिगर पल्स देऊ C2 ला त्यावेळेस काय होईल, Q1 म्हणजे मोनोस्टेबल मल्टीव्हायब्रेटर इट विल स्विच टू इट अपोजिट अनस्टेबल स्टेट. त्याच्यामध्ये काय होईल की Q2 will be in cutoff mode and Q1 will be in the saturation mode. Now the chain of circuit reaction will be as under. म्हणजे आता ही सर्किट ॲक्शन कशी टेक प्लेस होते आपण बघू. If the positive trigger pulse is of sufficient amplitude, if positive trigger pulse is of sufficient amplitude, it will override the reverse bias of the emitter base junction of Q1 and give it a forward bias. Hence Q1 will start conducting. Okay. Then as Q1 conducts, its collector voltage falls due to voltage drop across RL1. It means that potential of point A falls, negative going signal. The negative going voltage is fed to the Q2 via C1, where it decreases its forward bias. As the collector current of transistor Q2 starts decreasing, potential at point B increases, positive going signal, due to less drop over RL2. Soonly, or therefore Q2 comes out of conduction. The positive going signal at B is fed via R1 to the base of Q1, where it increases its forward bias further. As Q1 conducts more, potential of point A approaches to 0 volt. This action is cumulative and ends with Q1 conducting at saturation and Q2 will be in cutoff mode. So this type of circuit action will be takes place when we have applied a triggering pulse to the Q1 through the C2. So the monostable multivibrator will switch to its opposite unstable state, where Q2 will be in cutoff state and Q1 will be in conducting state or in saturation state. So this is the circuit action as we have seen. Now we just see that how to return to the initial stable state. Now this is the quasi stable state. So again we have to return to the initial stable state. So as point A is at almost 0 volt, C1 starts to discharge through saturated Q1 to ground. So हा जो A point आपण दाखवलेला आहे, A point here. So at point A is almost at 0 volt. हा point जो A आहे तो 0 volt ला असतो. So C1 will be starting to discharge through the saturated Q1 to ground. As the C1 discharges, the negative potential at the base of Q2 is decreased. As C1 discharges further, Q2 is pulled out of cutoff. As Q2 conducts further, a negative going signal from point B via R1 drives Q1 into cutoff. And therefore, initial state will be again coming back, or are we just returning to the initial stable state? कोणती होती initial state? That is Q2 will be conducting in saturation mode and Q1 will be in cutoff mode. Hence, the circuit will be reversed to its original state with Q2 conducting at saturation and Q1 in cutoff. It remains in this state till another trigger pulse comes along with when the entire cycle repeat itself. आता इथं मग काय झालं, रिटर्न इनिशियल स्टेट आली म्हणजे काय, Q1 जे आहे Q1 विल बी इन कट ऑफ मोड. इनिशियल स्टेट काय होती याची, Q2 इज कंडक्टिंग सॅच्युरेशन अँड Q1 कट ऑफ. त्याच्यामध्ये काय आलं, Q1 कट ऑफ आलेला आहे. आता जर आपल्याला पुन्हा स्टेट चेंज करायची, so it will remain, this monostable multivibrator remain in this state till another trigger pulse comes along with the when. जोपर्यंत आपण दुसरी ट्रिगर पल्स देणार नाही थ्रू C2 तोपर्यंत ही स्टेट कॉन्स्टंट राहील. So as shown in the figure, the output is taken from the collector of Q2. Here it was shown. Here as shown in the figure, the output is taken from the collector of the Q2 through. It can also be taken from point A of Q1. The width of this pulse is determined by the time constant C1 R2. Since this multivibrator produces one output pulse for every input trigger pulse it receives, it is called mono or one shot multivibrator. So why it is called a mono or one shot multivibrator? Because this multivibrator produces one output pulse for every input trigger pulse it receives. So therefore it is called as the mono or one shot multivibrator. Okay. The width of or the duration of the pulse will give by t equal to 0.69 C1 R2. It is also known as the one shot period. Now uses of the monostable multivibrator. The following part of the output pulse from MMV is often used to trigger another pulse generator circuit, thus producing a pulse delayed by time t with respect to the input pulse. And the second use is MMV is used for regenerating or regenerating old and worn out pulses. Various pulses used in computers and telecommunication system become somewhat distorted during use. and MMV can be used to generate new, clean and sharp pulses from these distorted and used ones. These are the two uses of the monostable multivibrator. Okay, so in the next, this is all about the monostable multivibrator, its working and its circuit action and the uses. So next is the bistable multivibrator, we can see in the next period. Okay, thank you.